Hi guys, what's up? Natasha here. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would just make this video really chill and answer some questions and do a little Q&A since I'm still a little bit under the weather and I have some tea with me and we'll just sip tea and talk about tea. Biggest tip for motivation to work out. Honestly, the biggest motivation tip for working out is results, which I know sounds kind of obvious, but I have a really difficult time waking up and like wanting to go work out or finding the motivation to go work out. But there was a month period where I was going really hard at the gym and I was going every day. I was working out super hard. And I was doing it because I just wanted to be in better shape, but sometimes in the morning like it was difficult to wake up and work out. And I would say within a month I noticed a really big physical difference in my body. I started like having those little ab lines, my clothing was fitting a lot better. I just noticed things like that, and so I feel like when you see results, that's what motivates me. I mean, it's just good for you in general, so I feel like that should be motivation enough, but honestly, if you stick to working out and you work out hard and you give yourself a goal or like a plan, when you start seeing results, it becomes addicting and it's the best. How do you keep your skin so clear it always looks flawless? Well, thank you. It's not always flawless, but drinking a lot of water. I'm gonna be doing a skincare routine video where like I'll really go in depth of what my skin used to look like, because I used to have really bad acne, and over time I found products that worked for me. I drink a lot of water. I notice the second I stop drinking water, my skin will become really congested, and I know that's like such a easy thing to do, to drink water, and people kind of are like, yeah, I drink water all the time, but really, yeah, it makes the biggest difference in my skin personally. My mood obviously does affect my skin. If I'm stressed out, I will break out, so that's like another thing. I always try to work out and have, you know, uplifting spirits just so that I'm kind of not in a stressful mood so I don't break out. I don't eat dairy, and if I do, I break out, and if I eat a lot of sugar, I break out. So I also factor in my diet, and then also obviously just sticking to like a skincare routine. I have about 3 products that I use every single day, and I've been using them for about 3 or 4 years. I just stick to the least amount of products I can use. You don't want to like overload your face with a bunch of products, but the products that I do use I really like. And I'm gonna do a skincare routine video on it, so just wait and I'll give you all of the tea. Do you have an allowance or do you pay stuff by your own money? I've been paying for stuff with my own money since I was around 14 or 15, ever since I started making money in general, just from either social media, acting, or modeling, or whatever jobs I had. I started paying for my own phone bill when I was like 14 or 15. I pay for all my clothes, food. Basically, literally anything that I buy is from my money. Which comedy movie is your favorite? Okay, one movie that I'm obsessed with is Couples Retreat. I watch it, I would say, once a week. I really like that movie. My brother and I watch it all the time, and I just have a thing for Vince Vaughn movies. I don't know why. I just love Vince Vaughn movies. I think they're the best and they're the funniest, and I don't know what it is, but I just love them. So I have like a ton recorded on my TV, and before I go to bed I just turn one on. What age did you realize your parents were famous? I get this question a lot, and I don't think it's something that you have a realization, and like maybe I did when I was younger, and I could probably ask my parents about it if I had this realization. Probably when I was really younger, just because I remember when I was in like elementary school, I had a lot of friends and some teachers that would always ask me about my parents. And I'm like, they're not really asking everybody else about their parents. So I guess that's when I realized, I don't know. It's just like very, I don't know, when you grow up in that type of environment, I guess it's kind of normal, but it's literally not any different from like growing up any other way, I guess. I don't know, I guess it is. It's really hard to explain because it's like, it is normal, but at the same time, obviously it's not normal because not everybody grows up that way, but at the same time, it's really not any different. So I don't know. How do you deal with body insecurities? I'm still figuring it out because I definitely have insecurities about my body, and I think just loving yourself and just practicing self-love is the most important thing, and not comparing yourself, because I always compare myself to someone who just isn't built the same way as me, and it's something that I have to remind myself that it's like that type of body might not even be achievable for me to get. For example, I'm 5'4", so I'm shorter. I'm pretty curvy, and the way that my body's proportioned is different than like the people that I see in magazines and the people that I see, you know, walking Victoria's Secret fashion show. Basically, at the end of the day, like, I'm never gonna be 6'2" with like the longest legs and just no fat on me, basically. But that's how God made me. Do you know what I mean? I just have to appreciate the way that I was made, because at the end of the day, everybody is beautiful, everybody was made differently, and everybody has something that's totally unique. And I think embracing that and flaunting that and flaunting the uniqueness that you have is, you know, the most beautiful thing. And so I think at the end of the day, when I think about that and I think about all those things, then all my insecurities kind of go away, because I'm just confident in me. Does it annoy you that people always think you got your lips done? It doesn't annoy me. I just think it's funny because like people are convinced, and I haven't. I've never touched my face ever. I just think it's funny. Is all. What's a solid excuse to use when your friends want to go out but you want to stay home? I wish someone could answer that question for me, because I give the worst answers. Sometimes I say I'm out of state. Like, I literally come up with the worst excuses ever, because the thing is, I feel too bad to be like, I'm not gonna go out because it's not fun. It has nothing to do with the people, some people, but I just don't like going out all the time. And I have some friends that go out every single night and that's their life and that's really fun and whatever. I can't do that personally. I need to be in bed once the sun goes down. I just feel bad because I don't want them to think it's about them. It's just about me and like my time with my bed. You know what I mean? Like I have a date with him. Her. Is it a bed of him or her? I don't know. And then the other thing is, like, if I say, no, I don't want to go out, this whole conversation turns into like, no, you have to go out and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to have a 15-minute conversation about, you know, them trying to convince me to go out when it's like, there really is no convincing me. Like, there isn't. So it's just easier if I say I'm out of state. Yeah, I'm really bad at giving excuses. I've definitely texted my parents before when I'm out and I realize I don't want to be here. And I'll have them text me being like, I really need you to whatever, and then I'll show it to my friends. I'm like, I can't argue with them, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm pretty terrible at it, and I'm no help to you. I feel like you would be better help to me. How crazy was it to sing with For King and Country a couple years ago? This is kind of a funny story, so I'll share it for the Q&A. I got to sing with them for my mom's, basically on The View. They have like a birthday episode where it's like when it's one of the, you know, hosts' birthday, they do this whole celebration thing and like bring out their favorite artists or like their family or whatever. And so my whole family, we flew out to New York to go surprise my mom, and one of her favorite bands is For King and Country, so they got them to come on the show. I don't really know exactly what the details were. I just know that at one point, I think the producers had asked me, oh, like, do you want to sing with them? Like, that'd be really cool, whatever. I was like, well, obviously, yeah, that'd be sick. So basically, For King and Country, Luke and Joel, they just basically heard, yeah, Candace's daughter is like gonna be singing with you guys now. And this is like their debut on The View, like to do this song. I couldn't imagine being told that, because it's like, what if I was terrible? And I just screwed up their whole big debut. We flew in, we got to the studio a day before in the afternoon, basically after all the hosts had left, so that we could rehearse, because the next morning at like 8 a.m., you know, we're gonna perform for the show. There was some, I don't know, complication with the times of like when we were supposed to go, and people, like the people who were supposed to help set up the whole band and everything, like they weren't there, and the studio was closing down and we had to leave. And so basically we didn't rehearse at all the day before. We did like a little bit. My dad's sitting there, my brothers are sitting there, Luke and Joel are on stage. I'm kind of like waiting, like I don't even know what I'm singing yet. We haven't talked about like what part I'm gonna be singing. This is just so weird, I don't know. And yeah, we basically didn't even really rehearse, and my dad was fighting the producer. No, like they have to stay, they have to rehearse, they're going on live tomorrow. And he was like, I'm sorry, like we have to kick everybody out, blah, blah, blah. So it was like this whole thing, / they still haven't even heard me sing. So it was just really a mess. And so I think we like kind of did it off stage once, and they're like, yeah, like just sing the melody, it'll be fine. Like, I felt really bad because I didn't want to like ruin anything for them, you know what I mean? And then they heard me sing. I was like, just so you know, like I can do Like if you want me to do a harmony, if you want me to sing melody, I can totally sing melody, but like if you want me to do harmony or if you want me to do something different, I can do it. Like you just tell me. Since we didn't get to rehearse, we're like, you know what, we'll just all sing the melody. And I was like, okay, that's totally great. The next day came and we got there a little bit early. We rehearsed it for the first time basically like that morning, and they kind of like heard and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you could do harmony on it. So then yeah, we literally did it maybe 2 times, and then we went back. Everything is like a surprise, so we have to do it like at a different area, you know, than from where my mom was getting her makeup and hair done, just because it was all a surprise. I was really nervous, and then we performed and it was the best thing. And I literally, in the middle of performing, I've never felt this way before, I literally thought I was gonna throw up. I was so nervous. I learned the song like a day before. It was just, the whole thing was really funny. No one really knew how it was gonna go, and then it was like this huge thing, and it was amazing and super awesome. So yeah, it turned out to be really great, but kind of a weird start, I guess. Yeah, we just became really great friends with Luke and Joel, who are just the best, literally the best. And they asked me to come sing with them on a different occasion in Roanoke, Virginia, and then I actually got to sing with them again at like a Fish Fest event in December, I think not last year, but maybe the year before, at the Honda Center, which is the coolest thing. And yeah, they're the best. What's your order for Domino's Pizza? And if you know me, you know I love Domino's and I crave it basically every day. So I used to be a strictly thin crust girl because that was all my parents ever let us have. Whenever they would go out for dinner and like we'd have to have a babysitter come over, they always ordered us pizza, and it was always thin crust because my dad was into the health grind. Honestly, if you haven't had the thin crust pizza from Domino's, it's dank. So yeah, anyways, thin crust is really good, but recently I've been getting like the regular crust that has like the little garlic situation, but I really like mushroom, pineapple, and spinach with regular marinara sauce, but they also have a really good white sauce, and with that I'll get like mushroom, chicken, spinach. I don't know. I just love Domino's so much. Should I do a mukbang from Domino's? I'll do it.
Yeah. Does everyone want to see me soup? That's what I look like after not showering for 3 days.
That's what I normally look like on a day-to-day
And a
basis.
high fever for 2 days, 48 hours. I'm gonna shower now. I love you.
Love you.
You look cute.
Thanks. How is your love life going? LOL. LOL is how my love life is going. I don't have a boyfriend and I'm not talking to anybody currently. I'm enjoying this 20 years of me time, really soaking it all up. And yeah. Any new music coming in 2019? Yes. I've been working for the past like literally 2 years on music, and I feel bad because I want to share it with you guys so bad. It all takes time. It's a very interesting and weird thing to write about something really personal, sing about it, produce it, get it all together and release it. To have people have an opinion about that, you know, there's always going to be people commenting on social media and YouTube and whatever, but music, it's just different for me because it's so close to my heart. So it's been definitely a challenge for me to, you know, release things that are really personal to me. There are a lot of things coming in 2019, so stay tuned. That is it for today's video and Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed and hopefully had your questions answered, or some of them. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.